Hello and welcome to today's brief seminar. Okay, today we're going to talk. My name is Victor Tang. Okay, today we are going to discuss about this thing called digital marketing. Okay, now first and foremost, allow me just to give you a brief overview of what is digital marketing. Okay, now digital marketing is also known as internet or online marketing. It is basically a set of techniques and technologies that is used to promote a particular brand, product, or services to consumers over a range of online channels. Okay, now the keyword here is actually online. Okay, now let's look at some of the techniques for this digital marketing. Okay, we have this thing called affiliate marketing. Basically, affiliate marketing is actually a very popular form of digital marketing technique. Okay, that what happens is that, say for example, you have this blog that a lot of people go into. Okay, to you have a lot of people reading your blog. So what happens is that you can actually create a link in your blog that will link it to some merchants or whichever. Okay, then when people click on that link, it will bring them to the merchant website. Okay, and if someone purchase something on the merchant website via your link, then you get to earn something. Okay, so this affiliate marketing is something that is very popular now. Okay, and is still going very strong. I will be touching more on affiliate marketing in a short while. Okay, you also have display advertising, whereby you use the use of graphics, the use of pictures, videos, all this to actually so-called do up your digital marketing. You have content marketing, whereby you do actually so-called create content, okay, and this will actually help to gather more traffics, okay, to your this website, your blog, and your this to your customer, no, to your bring more consumer to your this website. SEM. Now, SEM is very popular right now. Okay, basically, SEM actually refers to this search engine marketing. Okay, this is the one whereby sometimes when you do a search on, let's say, Google, for example, okay, and you search for, say, uh, tour agency, certain names will always pop up on the first few pages of the search engine. Okay, so SEM is all about coming to be the first few pages for the search engine. Okay, this is something that is very profitable now. Okay, in fact, you can actually do it as a part-time also. Okay, or even a full-time if you are really very good at it. Mobile marketing, you can actually create apps, okay, to on phone, okay, to reach out to your customers. And email marketing, I'm sure a lot of us do have received emails, from these some merchants to advertise about certain products, to talk about certain events and things like that. So email marketing is a very popular, okay, and it still is, okay, form of advertising. Now, for everything, we do have goals. Even here in contact centers, okay, we also have our KPI. Sales managers, they do have their KPIs and their goals also. So digital marketing also, yes, we do have goals. Okay, and what are those goals? Brand awareness. Okay, now brand awareness basically means to let people recognize your brand. Okay, this is especially important if this brand is a new brand. Okay, and you want it to be so-called more well recognized, so that when people, let's say, talk about holiday packages, the first thing they do is to think of your brand. Okay, so brand awareness is very important. Okay, one particular example that I can think of. Okay, you all know about this travel this online company, start with a T. Okay, then whenever you think of booking hotels, you always think of this T company. Then from there, you go and search and to see what is the best packages and things like that. Okay. So lead generation. Now, lead generation is another very important digital marketing goal. Why? Because when you have leads, means you have prospects. You have prospects means that there is a likelihood to convert these leads into sales. Okay, and this brings us to the next goal, which is almost like the ultimate of all digital marketing goals, which is sales. You want sales. Okay, be it direct sales, indirect sales, you want sales, because sales is the one that brings in the revenue. Okay, you can also use digital marketing to inform your customers so that your customers will be kept aware of the latest promotion that is your company is offering, the latest activity, okay, the latest product launch and things like that. Okay, customer service. Digital marketing definitely can help to improve customer services. Okay, why? It's because digital marketing is very engaging. Okay, you engage the customer, and the best thing is when you engage the customer, it's all in real time. Okay, so there is a very good chance of converting happy customers into happier customers, angry customer into happy customer. Okay, now increase web traffic. Now you may have a very wonderful website. Okay, you may have a very well written blog, but without web traffic, everything is pointless. Why? Because nobody go and visit. So digital marketings do help to increase the web traffic so that more people will go into the particular web page, that particular this Facebook page, okay, or get more people to come in to know about it. And of course, customer engagement. Customer engagement, as I mentioned, okay, earlier, digital marketing is very, you engage customer directly, okay, so it's more on a one-to-one, okay, so customers can also respond to you very fast. Okay, and of course the flip side is that you will, if let's say you don't respond to customer fast, then that will be very bad for your company. But if you do respond to customer fast and positively, okay, then customer will be more enticed to actually go and use your product, to come to use your services. Now, let us look at the pros and the cons of digital marketing. Okay. Now, basically, okay, I will just briefly go through. Okay. For the pro, you have definitely is more cost effective. You can reach up to 1,000 people, 10,000 people, okay, through digital marketing. Now, imagine if you were to send out 10,000 flyers versus one web page that can reach up to 10,000, viewers, likes, and things like that. Okay, so definitely digital marketing is more cost effective. It is easier to track and measure. We have all the tools available. You can definitely reach to a wider space. Okay, and imagine that you can go all over the world. You're not just restricted to, where your flyers can go to. Okay, there is a higher engagement. Again, engagement is the key word compared to traditional marketing. And of course, it also caters to, very importantly, our mobile customers. Everybody's on the move. Everybody has a handphone. So that is a very big market. Okay, now let's look at the not so positive side of digital marketing. Well, one thing is that digital marketing lack real face-to-face. Yes, it's engaging, but it's not face-to-face. Okay, and it can be sometimes can be a bit irritating, if I may use the word. Okay, imagine that you are looking at a particular Facebook page, and there is always a app, there's always an advertisement that pops up. No matter how many times you try to close it, it pops up. Okay, so this can be very irritating. Okay, the time commitment to manage it professionally, okay, is definitely there. Okay, it's not something that you just put it up and then you can just leave it and hope that it will grow on its own. No, it won't. You need to put time. Okay, and you need to be committed. Okay, and of course it may not be suitable for your product, depending on what kind of products your is your target product. Okay, it may or may not be suitable. Okay, Certain products you still need face to face. Certain products you still need the customer to touch and feel it. Okay. So now, what are some of the digital marketing strategies that we need to consider when implementing? Firstly, goal. I already touched on goal. Goal is very important. Decide what you want. Audience. Now, we need to know who is our target audience. Are they going to be the housewives? Are they going to be the students? What is their age group? What is their gender? How is their spending? How is their income? All this you are able to actually so-called get the figures, okay, via digital marketing tools, okay, and then from there you can actually apply your ads towards all this audience. But again, in order to get all the figures, you need to know who are your target audience. Competitors. In order to excel, you need to know who are your competitors, who are the same players in these fields. Okay, then from there, then you can see what they are doing well, what they are not doing so well. Okay, and what are the things that sells well and what are the things that doesn't sell well on their so-called like web page or their Facebook page and things like that. Then from there, you can actually excel and then you can actually make changes to your ads and things like that. Platforms. Okay, platform is very important. Why? You need to know what kind of platform you are looking at. Are you looking at using Facebook as a platform? Okay, is your product more on pictures, more on photos? Maybe you would like to consider Instagram. Okay, so different platforms is suitable for different type of products. Okay, content. Okay, you need to decide what are the contents that you're going to put in. Okay, how regularly you're going to put them in and things like that, and what sort of content are you looking at. Okay, this is very important because content is a major part in your strategy. Okay, and they should be. Budget. Okay, budget, okay, is a very often overlooked part of the digital marketing. Okay, but it is also very important. Why? It's because you need to be clear about how much are you going to spend. How much are you going to spend on your ads? How much are you going to be spending on the staff that's going to look after your digital marketing? So all this we need to come into consideration. Okay. Last but not least, reporting. You need to be very sure who can report. Okay, then when I mention who you can report to, meaning to say that who can actually comment on a particular post, okay, who is given the rights to post, who are the administrators, and who is in charge of what, all this need to be very clearly defined. You don't want to have someone who is not supposed to so-called comment on a particular post or reply to a particular comment, okay, doing so, okay, because the result will actually destroy all the previous works that you have done for your digital marketing. Okay, so this is very important. Getting the right person to do the right thing at the right time. Now we're going to touch a bit about content marketing. What are some of the various different types of content marketing? Now you can do infographics, meaning to say that you put some information to get into graphical format, okay, so that it can be easier to understand. Okay, you can have memes. Memes is quite very popular nowadays. Okay, it actually shows so-called words with graphics or particular graphics that is actually usually quite humorous. Okay, so people tend to relate to that, and then when they are while they're having a good laugh, they also get to learn something also. Okay, you also are able to convey your message. Okay, videos. Okay, so videos is one very good channel. Okay, and one very good content to put on. Okay, then you have guides like the usual how to, or the guide for dummies and things like that. Okay, all these are very useful. Okay, you also have product reviews. Okay, product reviews, if it's done correctly, okay, will give your product very good ages, very good, very the age. Okay, and frankly speaking, when I go, okay, to decide whether I want to stay in this particular hotel when I'm overseas or whatever, I will look at the product review. I will look at the reviews. So this do sway the customers, okay, to your site. Of course, it can be double agent. Okay, it can also work vice versa. Okay, testimonial. Testimonials are usually people giving endorsement to your product, your services. These are very strong, okay, provided that the testimonial comes from people who are credible, okay, and people and the audience is willing to so-called uh, believe that these are genuine testimonials. Okay, then you also have your list. Okay, list basically, like for example, top. Let's say for example, you are a tour agency in Singapore. Okay, you want to attract people to come to Singapore. So maybe you create a top 10 list, top 10 things to do in Singapore, or top 10 food in Singapore. Okay, so list is also very so-called, is a very precise, okay, and very simplified, but yet is very informative. Okay, and white papers. White papers are usually more restricted for those scientific products or those that is more technical or even legal based. Okay, so just remember, content is king. Okay, I cannot stress this more than enough. Okay, content is king. Now, so you have worked on this, you have worked on your goals, you have worked on your strategy. Now, how are you going to create the presence in the web? There's a few ways. Okay, one, business directory. Okay, say for example you're manufacturing food. Okay, so then you manufacture certain let's say kueh kueh, for example, you know, the Malay kueh, okay, or cakes. Okay, so it's always good to put your name, your website in the local business directory. Okay, so that when people search for food manufacturers, that when they go to this particular directory for food manufacturers, they can able to find you there. Then hopefully they will click on the link that goes to your website or your Facebook page or whatever. Okay, then you also have social media. Now, social media is definitely very important. Okay, and because nowadays everybody is going into social media. Okay, so you can actually create Facebook pages, Instagram, all this. Okay, then of course you have website. You can create your own website. There's many nowadays, very many tools to help you to create a website very fast and very cheaply. Okay, it's compared to last time, a few 10 years ago, whereby it cost about 10 over thousand, a few $1,000 just to create one simple web page. Okay, now you can actually do it yourself very easily. Okay, using like wix.com and things like that. Okay, but again, the challenge for website is, can you get the traffic there? Can you attract people there? That will be the challenge. Of course, you can create online blogs. Okay, you can, online blog is actually a diary, online diary. Okay, but creating a blog takes time. Okay, it takes time to build up your readership and things like that. So creating a blog, yes, you can. Okay, but bear in mind, you need to constantly update the content. Okay, and you need to make sure, okay, that you know to drive traffic also there, so that people can read your content. Okay, web application, you can create simple web applications so that people can actually use. When they use, they can actually get through your products and things like that. Okay, mobile apps. Mobile apps, as we all know, is very common. Okay, nowadays you want to so-called nowadays people don't even flag taxis anymore. What they do, they use Grab. Okay, so they use certain apps to actually call for cabs and things like that. Okay, and then let's say for example you're feeling hungry, what do? You call Grab Food, you call Deliveroo and things like that. So all these, okay, are mobile applications. Okay, so this is definitely also a very good way for you to gain the audience. Now I'm going to show you a simple video about this thing, for search engine optimization. Okay, this video will actually explains everything about search engine optimization. So let's just sit back, relax, and watch the video.
Let's talk about SEO a bit. A lot of people think it's some kind of magic, but that's not the case. Just take a look at it from your perspective. What do you do when you want to find something on the internet? You search for it, right? And then you click on one of the links on the first page of the search results. In fact, more than 90% of visitors will behave exactly the same way. Ever wonder how those web pages at the top of your search results got there? It's because they were search engine optimized. Exactly how search engines work is a closely guarded secret, but the main principles are known. They're based on two main factors, keywords and links. Let's focus on keywords first. Your chances for a better ranking grow when your website contains the same words that are being searched. Keywords are especially effective when they're found in a website title, address, or headings. But careful, quality over quantity should be your rule of thumb. Some so-called SEO experts try to fool the search engines with some ridiculous keyword occurrence instead of focusing on quality content first. And how about the links? Websites that link to yours basically tell search engines that you have some good stuff there. But again, quality over quantity. Links from irrelevant sites won't help you get a better rank. Now, what we've just talked about provides a basic introduction to SEO. In reality, it's not a simple task, and you'll definitely need someone to help you with it. Someone like us. We'll develop a custom. Let's talk about SEO a bit. A lot of people think it's
Okay, so we have watched the video. Okay, so basically the keywords that you want to take away from the video is keywords, okay, and links. Another very important thing that you need to remember of SEO will be good quality content. Okay, now let us now move over to social media. Okay, as I mentioned, social media is definitely very important right now for this digital marketing. Okay, in fact, it plays a very crucial role. So we're touching more on social media. Okay, now what are some of the social media that we're looking at? Okay, the first one is definitely you're very familiar, Facebook. Okay, you also have Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Flickr, Google Plus, YouTube, and Pinterest. Now, just for your info, you may be wondering, YouTube, why is YouTube inside? Are you aware that YouTube is one of the biggest, next to Google, okay, is one of the biggest search engine now? So you can imagine the impact of this YouTube, okay. In fact, there was this recent article, okay, to show that there's this 8-year-old boy, okay, whose name is Ryan, okay, and he's earning like millions of dollars, just via YouTube. Of course, he does it through YouTube, okay. Then he also create his own merchandise and things like that. But that is the growing power of YouTube, okay. Now let's move. Okay, now so you have decided to go on to social media, okay. So what is the campaign that you should be embarking on? Okay, first and foremost, you need to choose your platform. Are you going to choose Facebook? Are you going to choose LinkedIn? Are you going to choose this Instagram? Say for example, you are doing fashion, okay, and fashions you have a lot of photos. Okay, you don't need to dwell so much into words. So you may decide to go into via using Instagram as your main platform, and then also that it could also use Facebook. Okay, LinkedIn will definitely not be very suitable unless you're dealing with this office wear and things like that. Okay, so after that, you need to plan your content. Again, content is very important. You need to decide what are the content that you will be putting in. Okay, so this one is very important. Okay, and once you plan your content, you need to create the content. Okay, so this is okay after creation. Okay, then you need to track your campaign. Okay, why? Because you need to see how well is your campaign doing, and there are a lot of tools available, okay, both that you need to either you need to pay or you don't need to pay. Both, some are free, some are you need to pay, okay. But there are various tools to actually help you to track how effective is your campaign, okay. Then after that, then you need to evaluate your campaign, okay. Now this is actually a very straightforward so-called campaign layout that I just given to you, okay. And this has to be followed closely, okay. If a campaign, even though you may feel that feel very dear about this campaign, if it's not doing well, scrap it, change it, okay. Because as I mentioned, content is very important. If it's not doing well, move on, get new one, create new one, change. Okay. Now, what are some of the social media actions? Okay. Now, there is this thing called a post. Okay. You post something. Okay. Or someone created a post. Okay. Then someone will comment. Okay. Oh, do I like this thing or do I not? Do I not like this thing? Okay. There may have be some positive comments. There may be some negative comments. Okay. Then people will share. Now that's the power of social media. Social media, people, you are enabling people to share out the information. Okay, people can also like the comment or like the post and things like that. Okay, they can tag other people. So that's how social media grows. Okay, people comment, people share, people like, then people start to tag each other and things like that. Okay, then you can also create hashtags. Okay, this one is more for like Twitter or this. Okay, then you also after that you start people will tend to start to follow. People will follow you, okay, maybe on Instagram, follow you on Facebook, they may like your blog, they follow you on your blog and things like that, or your YouTube, you make a YouTube channel, people will start to follow you, so you have a lot of followers, okay, and that's how you start to grow. Okay, now let us look at social media marketing and promotion. Okay, there's a few ways of doing it. Okay, you want to design on social media. Okay, so there's a few ways of doing it. Okay, you can use your influencer marketing, meaning to say that you get someone famous or famous blogger to actually endorse your product, so that they will promote it on their blog. Okay, why? Their blog may have a few million followers compared to, so if you tagging on a influencer, okay, so that the outreach, okay, will be so much more better. Okay, you can also conduct marketing reviews. Okay, when you have marketing reviews, people start to comment about your product, people review about products, all this. Okay, you can also start to do referrals. Okay, now, or you can zoom in to your target audience. Okay, go in, find out, do ads. Okay, and then target at those audience that you want, that particular age group, that particular income group, that particular gender, and things like that. Okay, you can also do video marketing. Video marketing is a very, very popular tool now. Okay, it is actually up and coming. More and more people are using videos as a way to actually engage people on social media. Now you can also do, okay, now we're going to touch on a bit briefly on email marketing. Okay, email marketing is more traditional, okay, but it is still very, very powerful, okay, if done correctly. Why? Because it is very cost effective. You can reach large number of recipients with very little effort. Now comparing sending 10,000 emails versus printing 10,000 physical letters, which one is easier? Definitely email is easier. Okay, and it's relatively easy to implement. Why? If you have the email address where maybe it's collected during some promotions, some road shows, okay, then from there you have your base, then that's where you go your outreach. Now the platforms, these are some of the platforms. Okay, Constant Contact is one of them that we usually use. The iContact is also, okay, and the MailChimp, this one, MailChimp is also a very popular one. Now, the key concept for this email marketing is that you can actually need to opt in or opt out. Okay, you have to allow people to opt out because you cannot so-called do a spam email. If you do a spam email, this would definitely be very negative on your product, okay, or your services, okay. And you need to manage your contact list, and you need to schedule campaign. All these, they are products, okay, like MailChimp, all these, they allow you to schedule your campaign and things like that. Now, mobile marketing, okay, again, as I mentioned, okay, this is a very, very, very powerful tool nowadays. Okay, it access to more customer, target customer based on locations. Okay, and it help customers to find you instead of you finding customers. Okay, now how can ads applications be used for, phone apps be used for marketing? Okay, they can help to promote businesses and services. You can also do offer services. Okay, and then it can also generate sales for you. Okay, now the key thing here is that you need to create a mobile friendly website. Okay, so that your this particular app can goes onto all different mobiles. Okay, maybe for Samsung, some for Android, some for these iPhones and things like that. All this you must be able to cater. Okay, then you need to have keywords. Okay, and tailor your ads for mobile. Okay, so now we have talked about various aspects. We talk about strategies, we talk about techniques. So now what? Okay, what can you do for digital marketing? Okay, how can you profit from it, or how can you make something useful out of it? Okay, you can create an ebook. Okay, now you'll be very surprised. Okay, that is actually very easy to create an ebook. Okay, ebook doesn't have to be a few hundred pages like a traditional book. It can be maybe as little as 5 to 10 pages. Okay, and then you can actually sell it on Kindle. You can actually sell it on Amazon. Okay, and these are passive income. Okay, you can do drop shipping. What is drop shipping? Drop shipping, right? Basically, it means that okay, people come to your, let's say, your online store to buy things. Okay, you don't have a warehouse. You don't hold the goods. When they buy something from you, okay, you will order from AliExpress, a certain website like AliExpress, some China vendors, and the vendors will do the shipping. okay, to your customer. And all this, you don't have to have the physical product in hand. Okay, so drop shipping is definitely something that you can consider. Okay, it's a bit saturated, I agree, but if you have the right product, it goes a long while. Okay, you can, as I mentioned, SEO. SEO, you can start to do SEO for companies, help companies to do their SEO programs and things like that. Okay, this is definitely very worthwhile. In fact, many companies are actually going in looking for freelancer to do all this. Okay, you can do things, you can sell on Fiverr. Okay, Fiverr is actually something that you can actually so-called consider. Okay, doing maybe you can do, you are very good in doing website. Okay, so you offer your services on Fiverr, people look for you. So once, then you can actually start to so-called uh, ask them to pay, they will actually do pay you to do their website and things like that, or other things like even like Excel. They need to create a web page, they need to do some presentation web page like this. Okay, so you can actually pay someone to do it for you. Okay, and earlier I mentioned about affiliate marketing. You can partner with the world leading brands to do affiliate marketing. Okay, so it can be as simple as you have a Facebook page, man, you have many people who follows you on Facebook. Okay, and they know that, let's say for example, you got very good, you are always traveling. Okay, so they will trust you when it comes to their travel so-called requirements, so you can partners with airlines, hotels and things like that. Okay, so that comes to the end, okay, of this small presentation. Okay, thank you all for attending. Okay, and again, my name is Victor. Okay, and I'm very grateful that you all are able to join me for today. Thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye.